Hello everybody, my name is Soviet Player and welcome back to Jurassic Park the game. Now we're going to continue where we left off.
Wait here. I'm gonna go talk to Sorkin.
What should I do?
You wanna help? See if you can dig up anything interesting on our friend Dr. Sorkin in those file boxes.
Cool.
I can't tell you how many times I tried convincing him. The park should be a nature preserve. No theme park attractions, no cages. Hammond never really cared about the marvels I created for him. It's always been about the money. And some kind of trouble with Jen. I might be able to help.
I hate to interrupt, ma'am, but I really think we need to be going.
I'm afraid I can't, Mr. Yoder. Someone needs to tend to the dinosaurs during this disaster.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sorkin, but InGen wants all survivors back on the mainland as soon as possible. No exceptions.
Why can't it wait?
Someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
Huh. You have a point. But as long as John Hammond is in charge, the animals are going to need me here to ensure that they're treated with respect.
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
Well, obviously that's true. If only the board had listened to my proposals. Instead, they just contribute to the paperwork in the file boxes you guys are loading.
Is there anything I can say to convince you to come with us?
If there is, you haven't said it yet.
Right.
So that girl is your daughter?
Yeah, our youngest, Jess, 14.
Dr. Sorkin,
As I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry, but we really need to get you out of here.
Why?
We gotta get back because, you never know, the prisoner could have a relapse or something.
Highly unlikely.
Trust me, there is a very good reason.
Well, come back when you think of one.
So how did you know to treat her with a tranquilizer?
So, what'd you find out?
Looks like Dr. Sorkin wanted to turn this place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they? There's no money in that.
So Dr. Sorkin has a weakness for preserving wildlife. Good to know. Oh, that's a lot of rejected dino preserve proposals.
Yep.
I gotta hand it to the lady. She don't give up easy.
No, she doesn't. Alright.
I mean, what was Hammond thinking? The man continually ignored the warnings of his own scientists over marketing people, shareholders, everyone. A disaster like this was inevitable.
Why have I never seen this? I thought I knew every dino.
Dr. Sorkin,
Why do you think interrupting me is going to work this time?
wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? I mean, it's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
You're absolutely right, Mr. Yoder. But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an emergency meeting about, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder, but perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David. Yes. I'm afraid David won't be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the quarantine.
Dr. Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Now, before we go, I have some work in the lab that must be completed first. Dr. Harding, perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Okay.
Which one?
It's dietary. Right up your alley. Dr. Harding, we've done it.
And what exactly have we done?
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait, what?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
You cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They need to be contained. If any of them get off the island...
Okay, listen. I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them to see if it even works.
How many are we talking about?
Why don't you come out with me? See how much progress we've made with them.
Can we, Dad?
Fine. We'll go.
Cool.
Parasaurolophus. I can't believe that. They're my favorite dinosaurs.
I'm glad to finally have you out here, Dr. Harding, despite the circumstances. We've been doing some very interesting work with our parasaurs. Behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them. And I plan to use that to get them out of the pen.
Out?
Well, I'm not going to treat their water with them still in there.
How do we know there aren't any bad dinosaurs around?
Well, believe it or not, the dinosaurs told me. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze. If there were any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not. She's calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
Dad, it's okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The parasaurs will warn us of trouble before it gets close.
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
Okay, the fence lights are down.
So you can really speak dinosaur?
We've been doing behavioral tests using various parasaur calls, playing them through the speakers around the pen. We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds.
Cool.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more amorous dinosaur.
What about the big set of speakers in the middle of the pen?
Ah,
Alright guys, I just came back for lunch. My iPad didn't have enough space, but
we've been doing behavioral tests using various parasaur calls, playing them through the speakers around the pen. We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds.
Cool.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more amorous dinosaur.
What about the big set of speakers in the middle of the pen?
Ah, those emit the danger call. The parasaurs will instinctively move away from it.
So basically we can herd the dinosaurs out of this pen using the speakers and their sounds.
yes, that's right. Exactamundo.
How do I turn on the speakers?
I'll have to tell your dad to do it when we're ready. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West side speakers, please.
Don't take this the wrong way, but isn't this kind of pointless? They're just gonna be eaten anyway, right?
Some will, yes. But others will adapt to find places to inhabit, mate, and carry on the species. A much better fate than being massacred in this pen.
But they can't mate. Dad said the dinosaurs on the island are all girls.
Well, you can never be 100% sure about something like that.
Well, that's true. Let's go to that west side speaker.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West side speakers, please.
So I heard you were like a hippie protester or something in the 70s.
Where'd you hear that? 70s were a tumultuous time. I fought for what I believed in, and sometimes it gets you arrested.
You were arrested? And you still got a job as a, scientist?
Paleogeneticist. And yes, youth is the time to be reckless and test your boundaries. It's how you learn what's important to you.
Alright, East Side speakers.
Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
I need you to activate the East Side speakers, please.
East side. Okay.
Do you think they'll really turn this place into a nature preserve after this?
Like Mr. Yoder said, that guy was lying through his teeth regarding the board. But it did give me a thought. This is a huge setback for InGen. Maybe Herman's role as CEO isn't as safe as he thinks.
Alright. East side should be like that. And the other dinosaur will be right there.
Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
East Side speakers again.
So, what happened to your assistant?
Let's not talk about that right now.
Did you work with him long?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Listen, he was a wonderful young man. And I am sad. I really am. But if I let that stop my work, then all these animals will die too, trapped behind the walls that we built. You understand? Dr. Harding,
Alright,
Yeah?
let's activate the danger calls.
activate the danger speakers.
Ho ho!
You're out.
Good job, Jess.
Finally! Go forth and multiply.
You'll be good at this. Maybe you'll be a behavioral scientist someday.
Maybe I will.
The Parasaur enclosure. What's wrong with this one?
Ah, this is why she was elected to be the lookout. What's wrong with her foot?
It's a broken toe. Feel free to have a look. I just have to do one more thing, and then we can leave.
Lysine.
If the dinosaurs are here, fighting chance they'll need this solution to survive.
I'm still not sure.
Jerry, this is my life's work. These are basically my children. I'm not going to let these creatures die because some bureaucrat can't stand losing control. They deserve their own lives.
Jess,
Dr. Sorkin?
Laura,
Laura, what's lysine?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
Oh,
I
that's
would tell my
sad.
dad, but I got a D in chemistry.
And today should be very educational. The solution we were creating at the lab will reverse this scenario, allowing the animals to live out their natural lifespan. We just need to get it into the main water supply.
Okay, that should be easy, right?
This is a big responsibility, Jess.
I can handle it, Dr. Sorkin. I mean Laura.
Okay, Jess, let's get started.
Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. As the Soviet player, slice the like button, subscribe today to join the player. And until next time, my brothers and sisters.